Hey, Adam here. 10/18/2016, 9:36 time. I'm actually kind of used to coming down here a little later than I normally have been coming down here, like for the past couple days. Like for the past like week even. I've been down here at like fucking like 11:30. And so, 9:30 is kind of early to me right now. Um, I don't know why I've been. I don't know. I kind of feel like anxious today. It's always related to every bit of anxiety that I ever have is always related to hypochondria. It's the root of it is always I think I'm. It's like I think of something like, oh, I'm terminally ill, and I just don't know it yet. And it's just I have all these dumb symptoms that like they just never go away. I've been like dizzy, like vertigo, equilibrium feels off for like 2 years now, and it just doesn't go away. But even before that, I was feeling symptoms of this dumb bullshit that just doesn't go away. And I just I wish it would go away, but it doesn't ever go away. Yeah, so wrote some lyrics tonight. It's funny with lyrics, like they're so hard to start writing. It's so hard to start writing lyrics, but I mean, I guess that's really kind of with any bit of songwriting. But it's like once you start, like you write a dumb line, but then like you can hear like the motion of the words in your head. If that makes any sense, I'm sure it does. I'm not like saying anything. Oh, profound fucking genius in the garage. In my head, I'm just, I arrogantly think of myself as just this fucking super genius guy. But yeah, but like with lyrics, like, it's like you can hear like the motion of fucking like things in your head, but then it's like, it's hard to find the way to articulate those emotions in your head. Like I can hear the wow wee woo wee woo. Like, well, you just got a preview of one of the melodies of one of the songs there, but you just hear that like the syllable sounds like boom get the bumpy gumbuino, but then then that gets turned into words. Doesn't always have to make sense. This is the thing that I have to get through my head. It doesn't always have to make sense. Just has to be a feeling. Just has to be a feeling. That's the main thing. And stay away from cliches, but don't stay away from them. You don't have to. If it fits, it fits. Yeah, but yeah, I got a good feeling. Like I was listening to Nirvana earlier, and like since I'm so arrogant, I just compare myself to Nirvana, and I was thinking like, I could do this. I could so do this. I've got so much fucking back material that I could play. I'm sure there's got to be one or two of them in there that are fucking like hits. There's got to be one or two of them because I've written like I don't know 150 songs, so one or two of them in there. It's got to be, it's got to connect with somebody. I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, so, I don't know. I'm like hearing things now. Like hearing boom, 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 boom. Hearing the sounds from upstairs and it's making me self-conscious. I just wish I wouldn't have these dumb symptoms because I feel like they just sap the life out of everything. And I always just feel like I have fluid in my face and in my inner ears, and it always like throws off my equilibrium, and I just feel like shit all the time. Well, not all the time, but just every couple of weeks, just like I'll have a week where I just feel like ugh, and then it goes away, and then comes back, goes away, comes back, and it's just ugh. I hope I don't have like some autoimmune disease. But I doubt that. Just because like, it's my dad has symptoms and my mom has the same symptoms. My mom has describes without me even telling her about them. So, there's no way that she's just saying this. she describes symptoms to me that are like exactly what I describe, like the pin prick in the leg feeling. I've had that, and my mom, like, she had this chronic cough for a while. And she just tells me about fucking her sinus issues, and she told me to come over one time to, like, she thought she was having a stroke. But it just turned out to be sinus issues, and she has vertigo when she turns her head. I have vertigo when I turn my head. But I just wish, at some point, it's got to stop at some point. When I wake up, I'm fine. I feel great when I wake up. It's just, a couple hours into being awake, it's like, I start feeling like that fucking, oh, here it comes. And, I just go, like, actually, I feel, I remember making journals where I was just saying, like, oh, I feel fantastic. I want to get back to that. It seems the symptoms seem to have gotten worse, or they seem to have came back. It didn't make any sense. They seem to have come back right when I started drinking coffee again. So, maybe I just shouldn't drink coffee. Maybe I'm like allergic to milk or something, and the milk's making fucking my shit up. Yeah, but who knows? Yeah, but generally though, aside from that, I feel pretty good. Tomorrow I'll go for a run, write some more lyrics. I'm actually glad that I started getting the lyrics out, because I was afraid that I was like, because sometimes, like, when you're doing something, it's like they always feel like these dreams that, like, no matter how hard you chase it, it's just never going to come real. I hate to use the phrase because I just played the game and it's like kind of a cliche thing. Well, I guess it's not really, but it's just like the ride never ends. Like, you think you're making progress on something, but I was talking about Never Ending Nightmares as the thing that I just played there. That I just played. My fucking screw ups when I screw up talking, like, it sounds a lot like fucking Chip Chipperson. Like, that fucking, I'm probably just Chip Chipperson. Like, he's just a representation of me, with my things that I do. I don't know, I have no idea what I'm saying. Yeah, but what was I even saying? Yeah, but it is. It's just kind of like when because I'm writing this album. It's taken a long time. I've been working on this album for, probably, the beginnings of it I did like over a year ago. Like little doodles, or it's such a dumb thing to call it, but like little demo things, like coming up with the melody, like the melodies some of these melodies are over like a year old. And I've just been adding little and little. I could probably, if I really fucking buckled down and focused, I could probably write the fucking thing in like a week. But it's just like I don't want to like force things, But it's just, this is a fucking battle of attrition. It feels like it's taken so fucking long. And that's what I'm saying is like it just feels like this thing where it's like the ride never ends. Because, I'm caught in this sort of, you got to do it, you got to make it, or you got nothing. So, it's like I don't have the luxury of being able to relax. I have to get this done, or else I'm just, is going to be here. I have to do this or it's going to be nothing. So, I don't have the luxury of being like, oh, I'll just wait for it to come. But, wait for it to come like, just not force anything with the writing. But, yeah, but, it's like if I don't force the writing, then it's never going to get written. So it's like, it's stuck between that fucking impossible place. That didn't make any sense. I know that I listen to myself speaking sometimes. I sound like I'm fucking, like, just rambling, like, incoherently. Because I speak very vaguely, and, it's just, I have no ability to articulate what's going on in my head. I have some ability. I don't want to say I have no ability, but it's just like I listen to some people, like fucking, Jim Norton and, the Opie and Anthony people, like those comedians that go on. It's just like, I don't know, the ability to fucking like articulate something that quickly, it just escapes me as how the fuck they do that. Like, you know, just being like in the moment. Like, just how can you fucking like that? You get a feeling in your head sometimes, and you can see it so clearly in your head, but you just can't find the words to say the thing. And you know, those comedians, they're like just lightning quick with the articulation, and you know, I don't know how they do that. It is like miraculous to me. Okay, I'm done.